In Europe, concerns about internet security started 5 years ago, especially in the north of the continent. I'm Luciane Miranda and this is São Paulo Direct by Dukascopy TV in a partnership with La Presse. And I'll talk now to Vincent Jentjens, co-founder of Security Academy. How did it start in Europe?
Yeah, what we saw like 5 to 10 years ago, and we still see is that a lot of websites, companies were hacked. So a lot of information was stolen. Then companies realized we should do something about this, and governments also thought, okay, we cannot tolerate this. We should, go secure the companies and the IT systems. So like 5 years ago, 5 to 10 years ago, we also saw this with the Security Academy, and we decided we should make security awareness programs, train people how to secure the networks, the IT systems and stuff. What we see now in Holland and in the UK and the north of Europe is that we really know how to secure the systems, and we are really aware and we really trained people how to secure the systems and how to get rid of hackers and that kind of stuff. The main concern now in Europe is we know how to do it, but we don't always do it because it costs a lot of money. So there's always a factor that the company says, okay, how much risk can I take? Because if I take countermeasures, security countermeasures, it will cost a lot of money. So what we see in Europe also is that governments and the European Union, they make a lot of laws, security laws. So what we have now is a privacy law that's really strict now in Europe. It will start in 2016. So companies must secure the systems now. That's a good thing because they really have to secure the systems now. If they don't do it, they'll get a big fine. That's a bit how it started and what the situation is now.
And programmers, are they concerned about security or not?
Yeah, that's a good question. What we see now is, what I told, we know how to secure the systems, like on the network level, but we don't know how to make secure programs. So what we see now is that hackers, they were hacking into the systems on the network level, but now they see, the network level is secured. We will now hack into the application level. So all the websites, mobile phone, mobile apps, they're not securely programmed. So for a hacker, it's not really difficult to hack in phones or in websites, and from that website go to the underneath systems. So what we do now with Security Academy is we make a program, a training, secure programming foundation, to learn programmers how to make secure programs, how to build really secure software. So that's the main concern now in Europe, not the network systems anymore, but the programs, because everything you have now is programs. On your computer, in the cloud, your Google Mail, your laptop, your phone, everything is software. What we also did in the Netherlands now is we set up a foundation, Secure Software Foundation, to promote in Holland and in Europe the fact that programmers should make secure software. So a lot of companies joined already this foundation. And in Holland, there's a movement now that we see that programmers are making more secure programs. They're learning how to make secure programs. It started in Holland and it will spread across Europe and probably also here in Brazil, because we're now in Brazil, to promote the secure software programming. And I think it will take minimum 5 years because it's really new for programmers. They're used to program functionality, good, nice software, but they're not used to make it secure. And if you program secure software, it costs more, of course, because you have to make extra lines of code. So that's what we see now. And I think in a couple of years, then we know how to make secure programs, and we also make secure programs. So then I hope the world will be a bit more safe.
And they don't learn about security in colleges and universities?
If we look in Holland, it's not really common that if you're a programmer that you learn how to make secure programs in universities and colleges. So that's the next step. What we should do in Holland is to, if you have a course of programming, that you automatically learn how to make secure programs. So that's what we do also with Security Academy. We also train normal students how to make secure programs.
What about security in banks in Europe?
Yeah, the security in banks, they're the leaders in security. The security in banks in Europe, you can say it's really good because they're really aware about the fact that if someone breaks into the systems, then they can get a lot of money, of course. So they're really aware about the security and they invest a lot of money and a lot of time into the security of banks. So in general, especially in the north of Europe, banks are the leaders in security.
What about companies in Europe?
Depends on the size of the company, of course. But you see is the big companies, they invest a lot of effort in security. They have security managers in the IT department, they have security officers. If you look at the small companies, then there's always a challenge. Okay, it costs money to make your system secure, so it's a risk to take. Sometimes they take the risk. I don't invest in things in security. So the big companies are quite secure. Smaller companies, we have something to do there. Yeah.
What about governments' websites? Are they secure?
Yeah. At least I can only talk for the Netherlands at this point because I know the Dutch situation the best. Most of the Dutch websites are really secure. I think 3 or 4 years ago we had a journalist and he tried to hack into the governmental websites in the Netherlands and he found that a lot of Dutch websites were not secure. So then the Dutch government invested a lot of time and effort to make all the websites secure, and I think you can say now most of the governmental websites are secure. Yeah.
Talk about a little about your company and the challenges, teaching people about internet security.
Yeah, well, we see the kind of students we get in our company is we have the security managers. That's more the top level management. And what we learn them is about regulations, law regulations, and how to implement the security management system. Because in the Netherlands and Europe, we've got a lot of regulations about security, and if you don't obey on this regulation, you get a big fine. So that's one group of students we have. The other group of students we have is like the IT specialists, and we learn them how hackers think. How can we secure the networks? How can we make secure programs? This is really the technical stuff. That's basically the 2 groups we have in Holland. We're now market leader in the Netherlands, and we're expanding now to the rest of Europe and Brazil.
And what are the dangers in social media?
Good question. If you look at hackers, the first thing a hacker always does is go to social media. He can find a lot of information about employees of a company, about the function, about the email addresses, about their other, the connections, the friends, the social life. So a hacker first gathers a lot of information about the companies, the employees, and then he makes a scenario to make the hack on the website or the system. So the awareness about social media, how to use social media is really, really important to prevent hackers from gathering information about employees and business information. Yeah.
Vincent, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Luciane Miranda to São Paulo Direct by Dukascopy TV.